this administration cares more about which pronoun you use than countering the Chinese threat or the threat at our southern border.
Well, that was our next guest slamming the Biden administration's misplaced priorities. Instead of taking on the supply chain crisis that we're seeing or the border fiasco, Biden and Harris are going all in on, quote, national strategy on gender equity and equality. They claim this initiative is fundamental to, get this, quote, economic growth, development, democracy, political stability, and the security of nations across the globe. Well, joining us now is North Carolina Congressman Greg Murphy. Congressman Murphy is also a member of the House Armed Services Committee as well as the Doctors Caucus. Congressman, welcome to the show.
Hey, Lindsay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Well, how much of the national security issue is this going to become for us that we're seeing? And do you see China at all trying to capitalize on our weakness here?
You know, Lindsay, we live in a world that even gets, but with this administration, gets more bizarre by the day. We look at our utter catastrophic failure in Afghanistan as a sign of weakness around the world. They have seen this. We find out last week that our intelligence community didn't know anything about a hypersonic Chinese missile that puts us at great disadvantage right now. And you look at all the other issues that are hitting our country, you know, food, the shelves are bare, ships are stacking up everywhere. And so this administration cares more about gender. They care more about your pronouns than what's happening to America right now. I don't know who's running the White House. I don't know who is running this administration, but they need to have their head examined because they don't have their priorities straight. And the American people, thankfully, are waking up, but prayerfully, it's not going to be too late by the time we're actually able to do something about it.
Sean does talk about that in his new book, Radical Nation, as well. I want to get to the supply chain issue with you in just a moment, but I do got to bring this up because just this week, the Pentagon did confirm that there's 450 Americans still stranded in Afghanistan. Congressman Murphy, this is far cry from what they said back in September when they said there were only around 100 Americans stranded there. We know now that there are hundreds who have gotten out. I know you're in touch specifically with 12 Americans who are stranded there. What is their situation? Are they having a hard time getting out? Why can't they get out? And also, how did the administration get this number so wrong?
Well, I'll answer that question first. Is they can't do math. They can't do math when it was counting the number of Americans. We knew that there weren't just 100 Americans. They've released 100 Americans every single week since the beginning of this crisis. We knew there were more than 100 Americans there, and we know that they are now. Our office literally last week got 12 allies out. So this is a continuing crisis, but they don't understand math. Look at the reconciliation package. Look at the infrastructure package. They simply don't know how to do math. And as we move forward, you know, this entire complexity of what's going on in government right now is just simply, they just don't grasp it. They just don't grasp the problems that face this country. And you look at supply chain issues that they've not done anything about. And now we know that gas prices and heating prices are going to be up 50% this winter. How is that going to affect the poor parts of our country who are going to freeze to death, literally? You know, it's just unconscionable what this administration is doing and what they see as a priority.
It's hard to believe, and your hearts just go out to these Americans there. You know, we talk about these supply chain issues. It really does feel like a self-inflicted wound by this administration, because if you think back, offering people money to stay home, not to work, by ensuring, and then also, you know, making these mandates on healthcare workers, professionals. We've seen these pilots bucking these vaccination mandates. How are they going to fix this crisis? Because we know now, Biden even talked about bringing the National Guard out to help with the supply chain issue. It seems like they're grasping at straws here and really have their mind in the wrong place.
Well, Lindsay, you know, sometimes I've only been in politics really a few years, but you step back and you look at things. I think conservatives make decisions based upon rational thought, and they look at the secondary or tertiary consequences. So many of these Democrats just make decisions based upon emotion. And then all hell breaks loose when something happens. And now what we've seen with all these mandates, you know, I sent a letter, or am sending a letter now to General Austin, you know, about the defense, where they're Secretary of Defense, they're getting rid of soldiers and Marines who are not vaccinated. Talk about further weakening our military's ability to defend this country and defend freedom further, again, goes with these, I'm sorry, I'm going to say it, just asinine, ridiculous policies by this administration.
Absolutely. You know, when the New York Post, you know, when the New York Post is reporting on this, that it is serious, they're talking about, New York Times, sorry, they're talking about Thanksgiving being one of the most expensive yet that we've seen with these supply chain issues. We keep talking about this. How is this going to specifically impact your constituents? What are you hearing from them?
Yeah, so, in eastern North Carolina, you don't have a great Thanksgiving dinner unless you have a good oyster roast. So I'm not too afraid of that because that's local economies. But if you look at people traveling across the state, gas prices are up. You look at food supplies, everything. Look at the shelves that are bare. And then every commodity has gone up in price. And so it just puts so much of a further tax on the American public. And let's remember what inflation is. Inflation is a tax. And who does it affect? It disproportionately affects the poor. And so these policies put forth by this administration, quote, the caring party, is anything but. They're actually hurting Americans of the lowest classes, middle class, and everywhere up.
Congressman Murphy, last thing here, but I think about one of the things that Biden really promised when he came into office was talking about building American, bringing things back to our shores. We're seeing the need for that more so than ever. We saw that with the healthcare crisis when we needed PPE, and now with empty shelves. Have you seen any direction from the left at all to try to push him on that, or is that all out the window?
Well, it's all out the window. Lindsay, when he said he was going to unify America, and then he walked across and went to the White House and then just totally divided the country, and that's all he's done since then. But look at what's going on. There's not been anything that has been bipartisan to move this country forward. It's been nothing but partisan politics from day one from the White House. And sadly enough, I don't see much of it changing right now. You look at what's going on with inflation. You look at what's going on with our southern border. This administration literally has no clue on how to run this country.
Congressman Murphy, always appreciate your time. Thanks for being here.
Take care, Lindsay. Take care.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.